to erase the divide. My job on this stage today is to highlight the massive media manipulation that has been thrust upon all Americans. It is the job of us in this audience now to recognize that we have more in common than different. Now, media, most effective devil in America. I'm going to challenge you for over this next 5 minutes that I have. The challenge that I have for my conservative brothers and sisters, and the challenge that I have for the really loud left-leaning brothers and sisters that are also Americans in the crowd. The challenge here is to put down your media accessibility for a moment, to evaluate historically what socialism, what communism does, historically, globally. Okay, so every 40 years or so, everybody forgets what socialism does, or what I like to call communism light. Okay? Now, does the side that wants more communism and socialism, do they have a legitimate position? No. I say yes. The position is based on the fact that they haven't studied enough. You have to understand that mass media is making sure that our brothers and sisters that currently are not about liberty and free market capitalism do not share and know the knowledge that you have. Ignorance is bliss. Now, around every 40 years, let's take a city or in any communist or socialist state. Let's say Venezuela. Does anybody know how much oil Venezuela had? All of the oil. Would we agree that Venezuela was a very rich nation? Would we also factually, not feelings, would we also factually agree that within the last 10 to 20 years, Venezuela has had a bit of a food problem? Why? Do the people that we know a little bit more about this then, do they know that? What did your school system teach them? Nothing. So if they're under the bliss of ignorance, and we all agree that they're our brothers and sisters, right? Are we supposed to be adversarial with them? No. Or do we inform, educate, improve, and build bridges? I want to say this to you. They're there. They're loud. They're not louder than me. They're not louder than you. However, I want to take this liberty-minded and freedom-thinking crowd. I want to challenge you to understand that they are under the same grip of Soros-funded media that we all were at a certain point. That's not sexy. That's not going to get donation dollars through the roof. You know why? Because the divide makes more clicks, gets more money, but it also slowly erodes the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, and our American way of life. This is the ugly work that we have to do. I do not care what your philosophy is. I care that you're an American and you're willing to dialogue to help the people that do not know what you currently do. Do we agree? And before I get off the stage, I'm going to say this, because I know some of the conservatives are saying, well, this guy, is he a leftist? Is he making excuses? Is he making justifications for the rioting, looting? Is he doing that? I'll say this. Most leftists don't have firearms, and you do. So, if we cannot do this diplomatically with our American brothers and sisters, There's a tree. There's a tree. It's thirsty. And every so often, it needs to be replenished with the blood of tyrants. And if you don't accept that, you're not about conservative values, you're not about liberty, you're not about the responsibility that you have after you've exhausted every possibility to extend an olive branch to your brothers and sisters. And if they come trying to attack what is rightfully yours, you are well within your means to defend your life, liberty, pursuit of happiness, and property. My name is Maj Toure. I love you all. I even love our brothers and sisters that don't know what we do. Be safe, be solutionary.